A lot of you have seen Dan Solomon's video. Came out yesterday where he made a very, very bold prediction about the upcoming Mr. Olympia next weekend in Las Vegas. Dan said he believes Dexter Jackson will beat Phil Heath, win the Mr. Olympia title, regain the title that he had won 8 years ago, 2008. Now, I'm a fan of Dexter. I'm a fan of all these guys. I like them all. I'm not biased toward any one person, or I'm not a Phil hater. I'm certainly not a Dexter hater, Rami hater, none of that. I like all these guys. They all work hard. You know, only one guy can win. Do I think Dexter can beat Phil Heath? It's possible, but look what happened last year. Dexter was 100% on his game. He looked amazing. Phil was off his game. Abs were blurry. Wasn't as full. It's just not the Phil Heath that we had seen dominate in his first win. And, you know, it's nowhere near his best, yet he still won. So that being said, unless Phil looks significantly worse than that this year, and Dexter looks as good or better than he did last year, how is it possible? How is it possible the judges are going to be swayed over to give Dexter his title back? I don't see it happening. There's other X factors here. Sean Roden, if his back has improved quite a bit and his triceps are up a little bit. Rami, if he ever happens to show up with that crazy, crisp detail, muscle maturity that we haven't seen from him yet. Kevin Leveroni, another amazing X factor. What's Kevin going to look like? Kevin looks like he did in the early 2000s. Who knows, you know? We really don't know until these guys get out on stage next weekend, next Friday night at the judging at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. That's when we'll really know what's going on. But as far as Dexter getting his title back, yes, it's possible. Is it probable? Based on the way things went last year when Dexter was off his game, when Phil was off his game and Dexter was on, and yet Phil still retained the title and won it for a 5th year straight, I just don't see how that's going to play out. Unless we have a completely different judging panel that sees things much differently than last year's judging panel did. So we'll see what happens. But for now, I'd love to see the title change. We all would. It makes things exciting. It makes the sport more exciting when we have different champions. I love comeback stories. I'd love to see Dexter get his title back. We'd all love, especially us older guys, would love to see Kevin Leveroni win the Mr. Olympia, especially because he's missed it on 4 different occasions in the past because he's been away. It's never been done. No one's ever been away for 13 years, come back at over the age of 50 and won Mr. Olympia, obviously. That would be the story of the century, to put it mildly. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But his bold prediction about Dexter, yeah, maybe. If it happens, I will certainly be very happy for Dexter. Do I think it's going to happen? Again, based on the way things went down last year, I'm going to say no, and chances are very likely Phil is going to walk away with title number 6, tying Dorian Yates' record. That's my opinion.